Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your Sewing Machine Man, and look what we have here. A singer. Who knew? What's it called? A singer talent. And you know me and singers' names. Man, these people know how to name sewing machines. I would say they had a talent. So, sorry about that. But they got some cool, clever names, and it says trademark, which means you may not use it, and you may not name your child Talent. You can say they're talented, but you may not name your car Talent, or probably just sewing machines. But yeah, they trademark everything because they're not stupid. It's Singer. They know how to make a buck, so they do have a talent in that regard. Now, you always hear me talking bad about these new singers, and I admit it, because compared to what? And everything's always compared to what, and compared to the good old days, they're just, we're stuck with what we got here. You can't make anything out of anything robust anymore. You can't make cast iron. It's hard to make chrome. Everything pollutes. Everything's bad for us. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Plastic, plastic, and more plastic. So this one came in with the customer said tension needs adjusted. And a lot of times I scoff at that because I think, oh, what you meant to say is just making a bad stitch, which is exactly the same thing when it's the tension. And this time it actually was the tension. That's rare. Usually it's 100 other things, but this time it actually was a tension off. So it does happen. Sometimes a customer has the correct prognosis or diagnosis, whatever you want to call it. Anyhow, the tension was off from the factory. The daggone, the bobbin case that goes down here that has a screw on it that sets your bobbin tension. It was cranked way down. I don't know if maybe somebody was anxious to get to lunch that day or what, but these are put together by people, and everybody has a first day on the job, and some people has a last day on the job. I don't know if I'd rather have a sewing machine assembled by somebody on their first day or their last day, because on the first day they're getting closely supervised and somebody's watching over them, and on the last day, oh man, they probably had a margarita at lunch. Who knows? But this one here had so many nagging little problems. It's not a bad little machine. I wouldn't tell somebody not to buy this, as opposed to an electronic one with a lot of bells and whistles and needle up, needle down, and this is going to go wrong, electronic dials and stuff. It's pretty simple, not like the Singer Simple, which is another one. This is the Singer Talent, which is simple in that it has the standard drop-in bobbin, has the metal base, has a magnet underneath. The wick underneath that you oil the main bearing with was absolutely parched dry. These come from the factory, by and large, lots of them without a drop of oil on them. Sometimes they have some grease here and there, but some critical areas where things, hinge, rotate, and slide. That's what I always say when you're looking for a place to oil. If it hinges, rotates, or slides, give it a drop, half a drop if you need to. But this one's easy to service because the side panel comes off, and you notice that when the side panel comes off, there's a screw up here for adjusting your pressure on your pressure bar. So you can get adjustable pressure, which is nice. It's hiding under here, a little white nylon with a slot. You can loosen it to like less pressure or tighten it for more pressure. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Now, you don't have to take the bobbin case out to put the oil in, because you'll know that most of these machines that have this type of a bobbin case, they have this cool little hole right there in the center. If you put a couple drops in there, don't get it on your bobbin case, but put it down through there with a needle oiler, you'll notice it goes right down to that main bearing underneath. When that main bearing underneath gets dry, these things will lock up, and you can't get them to turn, but you can oil that, it'll take off. So this one, it's got all the panels on the bottom. You take off, get access to everything that slides, rotates, and hinges, and put a drop of oil on it, and it's not a bad little machine compared to what you can get out there. I had to realign the take-up assembly in here because it was rubbing against the bracket that holds. There's a little shield that keeps the heat off the bulb from melting the plastic. Of course, it was going clangety clang clang because it was somebody's first day or last day. I don't know. But I can take 10 of these out of the box. That's my favorite saying. I can take 10 of these out of the box brand new. One of them's perfect. One of them can't make it so no matter what. And the other ones are somewheres on the spectrum in between. This one here was on the spectrum of need a little bit of everything, but when we got done with it, it is ready to rock. Rock and sing. Singer Talent.